the addition and this removal of this nucleophile and X is taking place at the same time only, and this is the transition state. We cannot Hello everyone, welcome back to Toppers Academy, and in the previous lecture we were discussing about the nucleophilic substitution, in which we have discussed about the SN1 reaction, and we have today we are going to discuss about the next reaction, which is SN2 reaction. The name of the reaction is nucleophilic substitution bimolecular, or in the short we call it SN2. And as the name implies, we call it as a bimolecular reaction, which means the rate of this reaction is going to depend on two moiety. The rate of the reaction is going to depend on two moiety. That's why we call it bimolecular. Yeah. So this is the general reaction. If we want to write again the same Rx plus in the nucleophile is going to attack over here, and we are going to get a product RNU plus X negative. This is a general nucleophilic substitution reaction, in which here is a nucleophile which is going to replace another group, and this replacement or substitution takes place. The mechanism, the main thing over here, the main difference between the SN1 and SN2 is the internal mechanism. So today, firstly, we will discuss how this mechanism follows. If we are having a group like this, this is our reactant, and when in presence of a nucleophile, what will happen? This nucleophile, this is going to attack at this position. So we will get a transition state. We are going to get a transition state that will be like this. This is also having a negative charge partial, and this is also having a negative charge. This whole is a transition state. And afterward, this whole process is taking place at the simultaneously, which means this X is leaving and this nucleophile is adding up. The addition and this removal of this nucleophile and X is taking place at the same time only, and this is the transition state. We cannot take out this reaction, TS transition state from the reaction. As we have discussed in the SN1 reaction, we were having the intermediate over there. So intermediate have some sort of stability. So we can exert these intermediates and we can detect them. But these transition state cannot be taken out from the reactions. Yeah. They are formed for a very little amount of time. And afterward we will get a product. This will leave and this will attach over here. We will get a product like this. So over here we can see this X is upside, and this nucleophile which is attacking is at downside, which means if this R1, R2 and R3, if R1 is not equal to R2, is not equal to R3, which means a chiral molecule. We are having a chiral molecule which are having all these substituent are different. So those molecule, if that is being reacted with this nucleophile, we are going to get a inversion product, which means the product will have opposite stereochemistry or configuration. So this reaction, how this proceeds, if we want to draw the energy profile, if we want to draw the energy profile of this SN2, this is the progress of reaction, which means how our reaction is proceeding. And these are the reactant Rx, let's say. And here we will get product. And this is our transition state, which is like this. So which means a trigonal bipyramidal. It is a trigonal bipyramidal shape of transition state. We are getting a trigonal bipyramidal transition state in this case, and only one this maxima is being shown in this case. When we have discussed the SN1 reaction, we have seen in that we were having a reaction like this. Two transition states were there, TS1 and TS2, because we were having an intermediate in that. We were getting the intermediate, and that was a two-step reaction, which means the two maxima. But over here we have seen in SN2 reaction, it is a one-step reaction. It is a one-step reaction. That's why in this energy profile diagram, we are having only one maxima. So in this case, the rate of reaction, I have already discussed this thing. It is directly is equal to K Rx, which means reactant and nucleophile. Both reactant and nucleophile. So in this case, in the previous case, when we have discussed the SN1, this was only dependent on the this reactant, not the nucleophile. So if we see over here, and in the how this reaction is dependent on which, so these are dependent on substrate. Which type of substrate we take, that will depend on the reaction, how the reaction is proceeding. As we have seen in a SN1 reaction, these were having 3 degree more preferable than 2 degree and then 1 degree. But when we see about this SN2 reaction, in this case we will see 1 degree will be more preferable than 2 degree than 3 degree, like this. This is the case in the SN1 reaction. So why this is taking this 1 degree more preferably, that will be explained by this phenomena of the transition state. If these are the small moieties, so we can see over here, this is having a small group, which means the smaller group are there. So that's why it will prefer this 5-member transition state will prefer this less crowding, which means the smaller group, like if it is 1 degree, the transition state is more stable. If 2 degrees there, we will have R, which is a bigger group. So more steric crowding, and 3 degree will be the more steric crowding over there. So there are various other reasons also. So one reason is there, less steric crowding. Less steric crowding is there in the place of 1 degree as compared to 2 degree. So that's why it will prefer the 1 degree over 2 degree and 3 degree. Because the more bulky group are there, so this transition state will not stable like this. If we are having 3 bulky group like this, and 5 groups are attached like this, so this transition state is not, okay, yeah, this transition state become unstable. So this is the one reason why this 1 degree is more preferable on 2 degree. And there are various other things also in this SN2 reaction, like nucleophile. Polar protic was there in the SN1 reaction. When we talk about this SN2 reaction, we will have these are being followed by the polar aprotic. Solvents such as acetone, SOCl2, etc. So those compound which doesn't have a proton attached to more electronegative group. Why? Because in this case, what is going to happen, if you see the mechanism over here, the first step is like this. It is having partial positive charge, it is having partial negative charge. If there is a polar group is there, so it will enhance this. Yeah. If a polar group is there, if a polar solvent is there, it will enhance this separation. It will enhance this separation. But if we are having a polar aprotic solvent, polar protic solvent means we are having H. What this H positive can do, it can, if we are having this nucleophile, this nucleophilicity of this nucleophile can be diminished by this H. It can overcome this nucleophilicity by making this bond. This H, another H like this of this solvent. This H is of solvent. If polar protic solvent. This H is of polar protic solvent, and due to this, the nucleophilicity of this nucleophile will decrease, and overall the rate of reaction will decrease. So that rate of reaction will decrease. So that's why these polar protic solvent are not preferable in this SN2 reaction. We prefer the polar aprotic solvent. Those doesn't have the H positive attached on electronegative atom. Leaving group we have discussed in the SN1 also. The same, if it is a good leaving group, will prefer the SN2 reaction also. If we are having a good leaving group, that will enhance the reaction more preferably. In the same we have discussed in SN1 reaction. So yeah, if any electron withdrawing group is there, prefers the SN2 reaction. As we have seen, the electron donating group were taking place preferred by the SN1 reaction. Why in that SN1 reaction we have seen the carbocation was there. In SN1 reaction we were having the carbocation. So that's why this carbocation can be stabilized with the help of electron donating group. But when we see about this electron withdrawing group, because we have seen this has a transition state like this. So axis of this negative charge. So it will be enhanced with the help of electron withdrawing group here is there that will stabilize this transition state. This transition state will be stabilized with the help of this electron withdrawing group. So that's all for this SN2 reaction, and in the next class we are going to discuss the SN prime reaction. Thanks for